Alright, so here's my job for today. I made this video a week ago or so of bringing sand in as a backfill. Brought it in a bucket load at a time here with the Kubota. Raked it and spread it manually, packed it. Had a really nice even level. You can see what's left of it here. Really nice and flat and hard. But yeah, and that took about 15 hours because I had to sort through my piles outside. You can sort of see it here. You can see how soddy the piles are. So I had to, with the loader, sort of sort through it looking for good sand. Bring it in one bucket at a time and then spread it. Took a couple of days. Well, I misread and misunderstood my drawings because I don't build houses every day. In fact, it's the first one I've ever built for myself. And turns out, instead of 3 inches or 4 inches of sand, I need 4 inches of that white rock out there instead. So, as you can see, with a shovel, I'm digging down 3-4 inches, throwing it into the bucket of the Kubota, driving it outside, dumping it back on the pile where I got it from. Then I gotta rake it all flat again. Then I gotta pack it. Then I gotta bring in the white gravel. That's 3/4 inch crushed limestone, clean. It's been screened. And that limestone is gonna come up until there's 3 inches below the top of the footing. And that is my project for the weekend here. My hope had been to put down styrofoam, poly, rebar, heat pipe, and get all ready for pouring. Instead, I'm back to where I was, which is prepping the base. So lesson learned. Take a long, hard, close look at the plans, then do it again, then do it again. And if it doesn't make sense, never assume that what you feel like doing is going to be passed by the inspector. Always ask. I don't like doing things twice. This job I didn't care for doing the first time, never mind the second time. So, little by little, this whole area now is dug down to the right depth. It's probably 20 feet by 10 feet, 200 square feet. This area is kind of... Oh, and I had to move the pit. I thought it'd be kind of nice. This is going to be the utility room area here. And I thought it'd be kind of nice if the sump pit was tucked away in the corner. But one thing that's not specified in my plans, and I never knew, is the code calls for having the sump pit a minimum of 24 to 36 inches away from your footing. Because if you dig a hole right next to your footing, you compromise the integrity of what your footing is standing on in the first place, which is only going to make sense. But that's what happens when you work at night. Brain doesn't always work so perfectly. So I had to dig the pit out, which was tucked nicely into that corner there. Dig a big hole all the way out to here. Level it. Pack it in. Then start backfilling in 6 inches at a time. I grabbed this guy with a chain hanging from the bucket of the loader. And then I'd start this guy up, drop it in the hole, let it drive forward, pick it up, drive backwards with the Kubota, drop it down again. Do that 2, 3, 4 times, then pull it out of the hole, throw some more sand in, then do it again. Because I had 30 inches dug down. Now, I'm still a bit low, but I've got enough compaction there to restore the integrity of the base that the footing is standing on. So, we're almost back to where we were, having the sump pit where it belongs. But I didn't want to throw sand on top of my weeping tile here. I'm going to put crushed rock on there so we can get proper drainage. So that is what I get to do on Thanksgiving weekend. Tonight at 5 o'clock, it is my son's birthday party. Judah's turning 14 in a couple of days. Monday at noon is a big Thanksgiving family gathering. So, as much as I like to take breaks. I'd rather just work hard all weekend. Of course, taking Sunday off for the Lord's Day in church and stuff. But it took me an hour to dig out the first 100 square feet or so. The total is 1,700. If you do the math, that's 17 hours of digging. And then bringing rock back in and packing. I think I'm speeding up. I don't think it's taken me an hour for every 100 square feet, but I mean, I keep running into delays. You know, I dig another 100 square feet or 50 square feet, but then I got to move a septic pit, and that took another hour. I'm also waiting for a truck to deliver my 3/4 clean, and I'm very grateful to Bruce Toll from Toll Construction for bringing me a truckload on the weekend, Thanksgiving weekend no less. I'm very grateful. But I got to make sure I check my phone calls every now and again to make sure the truck driver's got proper directions to get out here. So, and the other thing is, I don't think I can shovel sand for 17 hours straight anyway, or even 10 hours for that matter. So I need these breaks to give my back a break. Feeling pretty good. But I'm very grateful for the tools and equipment that I have. I've got this packer, which means I don't have to rent one on a weekend. I've got the tractor, which means I don't have to rent a skid steer. The gravel's coming. Really, all I need is just to keep plugging away and get this thing done. My dad's on his way out here with my trailer load of styrofoam to go under the floor. Again, very grateful for all the people that have offered to help and have helped. My dad picking up the styrofoam today saved me hours. It's coming from about an hour away, so 2 hours of travel plus loading and unloading plus hooking up trailers and strapping down. Easily saved me 3 hours today. That buys me another 300 square feet. So, very grateful. And we're going to keep plugging away. And drinking club soda. This is my... Well, that just makes my day go a little bit quicker. It is a beautiful fall day. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. The wind is making the yellow leaves rustle in the trees. This is what we're going to see when we look out our basement. Look at this. This is our backyard. How blessed are we? We are so blessed. Big windows. Look at this. Coming out at ground height. We are so blessed. Thousands of trees. And this is just the backyard. I think the front view is even better. But I just love the golden yellow of these poplars in the fall. Beautiful. There's a few wispy clouds in the sky. I don't know, that just makes it more beautiful.